All right. All right. Okay. I think we are on the air now. Right? I think so. I think it's streaming. Yes, it is. All right. What's up, guys? My name's Gmar. I'm alongside Codeman, and this is Outlaw as well. We're here for the Navar Cup Series. This is race number 7 on the year, season 3. And they're getting ready to go green. Guys, I'll just give you a heads up. It's a 65-lap race with 3 stages. You know how it goes. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.
And you got Godzak going off and taking the field into turn 1. Looking single, double 2 cars, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 going into turn 1. Looks like the 2 will take over the lead from the 9. Gives them a little bump going in the corners. Looking to the inside, the 2 is the 9. Going down the back stretch into the tunnel turn. First so far, so clean. Got the 21 pushing the 9. Leave it, take it over, Outlaw.
Give me just a second here, bud.
Well, I'll cover for you, Outlaw. And we already got a guy going around.
Got a wreck.
Oh, 2 wrecks. That's the 21 of Global Jackson.
Looks like
Can't
no
tell
caution.
who else got in that wreck.
And then number 4.
Oh, caution is out. Caution is out.
That's our first caution already here at Pocono. The tricky triangle, as they call it, and they call that for good reason. As the tunnel turn being unforgiving, as it always has been. But Godzak's going to be the leader still. Only 1 lap into this, what could possibly be a shit show.
Yeah, Gmar, if I could, let's get a pick on who we think is going to be our winners. I'm gonna go with the 18 because I hate Kyle Busch, and my buddy's a big Kyle Busch fan. So let's go with 8. I'm gonna go with 18. Who you got, Gmar?
I'm actually going to pick Godzak, aka one of the league admins. I feel like, you know, he qualified first for a reason, so we'll have to see if he's, you know, good to go.
All right, what about you, Outlaw? Who you got as we take the green flag?
I don't know. I'm looking at this number 3 here, Zemar, and he's not looking too bad.
Well, he is a newcomer, and he actually owns the league that Navar is associated with, the Coors Light Racing League. He is the actually head owner of that, along with his brother Amar, who's actually driving the 22 in this race.
And we're looking like we got a little spread out, looking like they're going forward. All right, let's take a view in the middle of the pack. Oh, we got a little on board with the ANAT 20. We're on the bottom. Looking to the inside of the 12. They're going to try to go 2 by 2 by 2 into the tunnel turn.
Almost 3 wide as well. Bigger in the pack a little bit.
Oh, we got a little beating and banging.
A little bit more beating banging. Car almost in the wall. Ooh, my. 3 wide deep into the pack. Well, they got through the tunnel turn that time, though. That's good news.
Got to look. The 9's looking
42,
to the inside.
A little bit of contact.
We got a battle for the lead.
Oh, car through the grass.
Got an 18 pushing the 9. 18 pushing the 9 around
there?
2. Is he going to clear? And 8, 9, 2 clears. The 9 clears the 2. They're going.
I can't even tell who that was back there.
Riding on board with Steph Curry 30J. They're looking for.
Oh, that was Amar that got hit back there.
4 wide for the lead. Going into the double turn.
Yeah, it looks like my pick, the number 2 of Zach, lost the lead there to the 9. As Mentoin looks under, he's going to give the 2 a little bit of a shove.
He's going to do the crossover. He's going to cross over on the 8. Oh, he almost had it.
Yeah, they're definitely going aggressive here today. Already 2 incidents, only 1 caution though.
Looks like
I said earlier, 65 laps of this. Oh yeah, I think it's good that they've singled out, you know, I mean, I honestly think that early in this race you need to avoid as much incidents as possible, especially with the fact that this is a higher draft track, you know, it's a bigger track, so, you know, draft definitely is a factor, but getting squirrely just really is not going to help anything.
Right.
Looks like the number 2 of Godzak just made a pass on the number 9.
Yes, he did.
For first. Oh,
but he did not make
back.
it stick. As the 9 makes the move on him. That's twisted.
Looking like the 8 of Newton is looking to the inside of the 2 as well, along with the 18. Looks like the 2 dropped it back. Maybe eat up them fresh tires. 18's looking to the inside of the 2. He fell back to the lead to 4th place. What do you think, D-Mar? You think he'd eat up them tires?
Well, you know what? It's early in the stage here. You know, that kind of falls back into what I was saying before. You know, you have so much time to make that ground back up. So really, if you're a guy that's fallen back early in this race, you have to hope for some, you know, some short distance racing. You know, none of these long green flag runs. But they've already had a couple laps of green flag action, so maybe they got those jitters out of the way in that first couple of laps. But we'll have to see. Only time will tell.
Yeah, as we look back into with the 3 on board with the 3 cars, Z-Mar deep in the field, we got some good battling. Not sure what positions they're for, but we got some good battling. It looks like about 5, 6 cars battling for the mid-pack positions. They're doing a lot of clean racing. Looks like they're going 3 wide into the tunnel turn. Wonder how well this is going to work. Oh, they singled out.
Yeah, very dangerous.
You know, the tunnel
and they've
turns
split
are
up into like
corner.
3 main packs now.
Right. You know.
Car in the wall a little bit. That's 42.
They don't call it the tricky triangle for nothing, because everybody underestimates the tunnel turn. The tunnel turn is kind of a tricky corner because, you know, 1 and 3, as there is no turn 4, as you know. 3 is a little bit bigger than 1, but the tunnel turn is just kind of the 14
car around. That's 14.
I think that's
Cope Outlaw.
I'm not sure if it'll bring out a caution.
Looks like it's only a single car incident, so they're staying green.
Looks like everybody's kind of singled out. We'll go back to the front. We got the 9, the 8, and I believe that's the 20, or the 18, 96, and the 2 is the top 5.
You know, I think the 2 might have gotten to the wall. I see a little bit of front end damage on him, and he's dropped a couple positions. He's down in 5th right now.
Right. We'll go through the lead packs. Looks like everybody's kind of singled out right now. Oh, the 2 got loose off the corner.
Looks like my pick's already fallen off. Maybe that commentator's curse is affecting it.
Right. What you got, Outlaw? I know you don't know much about any of these guys like me, but we gotta.
Well, we are currently riding on board with the Natural Light 37. Oh, when he hits the 48, and he spins out.
Oh yeah, big exit here. 3 cars involved.
That's probably going to
be a
20
as well. Being
at
20, and there is a caution. That helps the guys like the 14 and the 22 who got into those non-caution incidents, but that is our second caution of the day here in the Pocono Mountains. As some of these guys are already going to pit.
Clean race. I'm not sure how many laps to go, but
well, the stages you'd have to think are only a third of 65 laps, so I'd say maybe
this might
first
be
18 to 19. Well, I mean, yeah, the Pocono stages are very configured weird, so we'll have to see if maybe we go into that. Unfortunately, no way to tell.
I wonder if the pit strategy is going to come into play, and who's going to pit, who's not, who's going to stay out. I'm pretty sure these back two are going to try to pit. Where did the 2 come out at? Oh, he's deep in the pack. 3, 4, 6, 7. He's come out 7th. Went in 5th and come out 7th. He lost 2.
And look who actually jumped up into the lead, the 2 guys that had the incident, the 14 and the 48. However, I just saw the 48 drop down.
Yep, the 14
Oh, they might have not pitted. Yeah, so they're actually going to drop down to the back of the pack.
We got the 8 looking to the inside of the 9. The 8's going to clear the 9, going into off turn 1. Looking like the 2x2x2 going through into the tunnel turn. Looks like the front 5 is spread out again, single 5. I think it's going to be very interesting in the tunnel turn.
We'll see how they get through it. They duck it down to the apron. 3 wide behind him. Oh, car getting loose.
18 looking to the inside of the 8. He got a big run. He got a big run. Oh, is he going to clear the 8? He's to the inside. The 9's pushing him.
It's going to be hard. He dips it into the grass.
The 9 to the inside.
Side by side. 3 wide. And he gets down to the inside. Still side by side.
And the 21 wanting to throw his nose in there and mix it up a little bit too.
Oh, 3 wide.
21 going to put it 3 wide going into one away backs out.
He get loose. I don't know if he made it though.
Oh, the 18's in the wall.
Is he? Oh, the 8 just went wide.
Oh, the 4 car's got a great view. 3 wide. They're double 3 wide. The 4 car has got an awesome view.
That's KJ Racing in the 4. As he dips down to the inside, meant to win, he'll let off the gas a little bit. More likely to avoid incident.
Avoid it, going 3 wide into the tunnel turn. Outlaw, who you riding on board with?
We're riding on board with Global Jackson of the 21 car. Seems to be trying to catch a draft here off the first place car.
Looking like the top 7 and 8 is going to be single file.
You know, speaking of that top 7, that 9 car, your pick, he's definitely starting to cause a gap there. He's pulling a little bit away. Running a nice clean race so far.
You know, I don't know where the 2 cars are. I think he's running 3rd right now. He's kind of struggling a little bit. Oh, the 8 got the wall. Coming off with 1. Or 2. 1. I think it's 1.
You never know around Pocono, man.
They say there's 3 turns, but I consider the first turn of 1 and 2. This is 3. Going through the tunnel turn. Oh, the 21
has been spun out. Oh, and he's airborne.
That's a big wreck. Oh, the 8 car slipping.
Big wreck, big wreck. Oh my gosh, the big one strikes here on the long pond straightaway.
Good night. And that's definitely
the caution is out. Multiple car incident. I believe 5 or 6 drivers caught a piece of that.
That was probably like
big
12.
wreck.
That was like a big one at Talladega. Looks like
nothing against the 21s, but he had been very swirly early on in that race. I kind of saw that coming.
Right, I felt like he's eating them tires up too fast trying to catch that 9 car. He just needs to lay back and ride, and what people don't understand is, you know, you're better off to lay back and ride because it's like fishing. The way I look at racing as a driver or announcer, it's like fishing. You got to let your car and just drive it and let it reel the guy in front of you in. Because if the harder you try to catch him, the slower you're going to be. The slower you are, and the more consistent you are, the easier it is to catch him. And people don't realize that.
That's definitely true. We're on board here with 37 to Smash. That's he travels in 3rd place. Got Zemar, his league owner, in the other league ahead of him, but now the 14's going to dip it down.
Oh, the 9's going to put it forward. The 2's going to put it 3 wide going out of the 1. I hear a lot of beating and banging.
They're 4 wide back there.
Oh my gracious. Going through the tunnel there and they're 4 wide.
That is some dangerous stuff right there. You know, I've never lived my life on the wire like that.
Turn. The 22 got into the 95. This 21 going to the bottom.
3 car in the wall a little bit. He's going to let a couple cars go past him.
The 21's making moves coming to the front. He's slowly being patient. He's looking to the inside of the 22. Oh, the 22 got to the 18. They're 3 wide.
Oh, big wreck. 48 around. And he's around in the front stretch. Looks like no caution. That's Jay Fergie. He'll get it back going.
Looking to the inside the 3. Oh, 14's around at the front. And the 22 has nowhere to go.
Big contact.
Oh, it looks like the 22 car.
Oh, huge wreck.
Huge wreck off of turn 2.
That's got to be a caution. And
looks like the 14 calls that, but he got a little loose off at the corner and spun.
Our second big incident of the day here, man. That's huge. You know, I thought we were racing at Pocono. I did not know we were racing at Talladega today. Holy smokes.
No, I'm telling you, man, a lot of big wrecks, man. Usually Pocono consists of 1 car, 2 car wrecks, not 12 cars.
Well, I mean, Pocono has had some big wrecks in the past. If you remember, we go back to 2010, Casey Kane almost going airborne on the backstretch, taking out a couple trees on the way back.
Well, I think you got to remember also, I think it was Mark Martin. He jumped the wall.
Oh, yeah, Davey Allison as well has a victim of that wall. So, I mean, you know, plenty of guys have wrecked pretty hard here, but I don't think we can ever say that there's been multiple big car incidents within the matter of, you know, 5 laps. So that's just ridiculous. But we're going to get back going, Green.
I'll take them off into 1.
Well, we are riding on board with the Cheddars.com number 8. And it looks like Mwenton, which is a very interesting name for a driver. And he backs it a little bit down going into turn 1. It's not too bad. He's trying to save his tires here a little bit. Looks like the number 9 is on his outside and the 22 is going on the inside. Try to catch that draft there, but he wasn't able to get it.
We'll go on board with the 2 car, right on board, and take y'all for a lap around Pocono. Oh my lord, they're 4 wide in the tunnel turn.
Maybe not. Oh, big wreck behind them.
Got a couple
guys that got into that in the 4 car.
take y'all for a
Cars are
little
on the
ride
grass still.
around.
They keep it green. And you know look who's back in the lead, the 9.
He's having a
He's
good
back
day,
in the
man. The
lead.
two
That's
car, he
Twisted
just had
J.
tough break. You know, started on the pole, had the fastest lap in qualifying. And his car kind of fell off. I think he pushed it a little too early in the run and fell back and got caused in all these incidents. And he's just struggling now. Oh, the 9 car's on the wall.
You know, as we're saying that, Mentuin gets the outside.
The 21, the 18, and the 37 are 3 wide. Going into some turn, the 38's looking to put it 4 wide. I don't think this is going to work, Kumar.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the 18 backs out. Oh, he crosses over the 21.
Oh, he slides it on him. Crossover.
37.
What a move.
That was a crazy move for the 18. How long
Damn
was it
right.
take on that?
It worked. Oh, 21's to the wall a little bit. He'll get it going. But yeah, the 18, man, what a move.
He went from 3 wide to 4 wide to crossing them up and taking all their positions.
And now he's into the top 5. That's Steph Curry 30J.
And we got 3 wide going in turn 1. A lot of 3 and 4, and we had 14's around, took out 42. No caution,
Let's go
green.
Outlaw again. He's been in a couple instances of that.
Outlaw, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
We'll let you go now.
Oh, 9 car around.
We're actually riding on with the 48, who's still way back in the track. Hopefully we can make some ground here.
And you see if I
He's
take the
way
9
back
car.
there.
The 9 car, he got taken out or he got loose coming off the tunnel turn. Oh, the 42 pushed the 3 on the front stretch wall.
Man, multiple incidents on this lap, still no caution. Unbelievable. 9 car has actually created a gap between him and the 2nd position, so this might be working into Twisted J's favor.
Is there 2 9 cars? Because the 9 car on my screen got taken out.
Well, he did, but he's oh, that's right, he's back in the pack. My mistake.
Yeah, that's the 8 car.
I meant to say, yeah, I was gonna say, I meant to say the 8 car's in the lead. 9 car was actually up there, but unfortunately he got caught up in that incident coming off of, I believe it was turn 2.
Yeah, him and the 18. They're going to be needing a tough break. They're going to be looking for a caution.
And those 2 guys were the ones that were the front runners.
Right. They must have got a little excited and started beating and banging.
I don't think they did. There was a gap. I believe they might have either one of them hit the grass there, because I mean, I know from experience you hit that grass.
2 cars around.
I seen that. Looks like the 95 might have pulled him into the wall just a little bit, but I don't think it was on purpose. I believe it was just maybe a little bit loose off the turn. That's Cave hit.
Take y'all for a long ride for a ride into the 3rd place at Natty 21 at Natty 20. See if we can't see if everybody's still in the file. We'll take y'all for a hood view around the track. Crank it up.
Jackson 21 cars really making up some ground here.
You know, he's been very aggressive all day, and sometimes the aggressive strategy will work. Other times it's going to get you into trouble in fights with other drivers. So we'll see if it benefits him today, but he has definitely made a run towards the front of the field.
It looks like the 12
sure.
car of Hickson 30. I'm not sure what happened to him. I'm not sure if he lagged out or if he, I'm not sure what happened to him. He's just chilling in the pit.
Yeah. But Global Jackson, as you were just saying, is moving up the field. He actually gained the position, ended up passing who we were just on board with, that number 20. Mentuin in the lead right now. He's pulling away.
Yeah, he's got a, looks like he's got a strong car today. Kind of underestimated him at the start. Kind of one of them guys you got to look out for and see what he's going to do.
You know, this is actually his first start in this league. He's another one of those Coors guys that came in. He'll be making his Coors debut this Tuesday, live on the joint channel. So we'll leave a link into that in the description. Unfortunately, we had some broadcasting difficulties at the beginning of this a showing of the Navar race. All other Navar races should be on that joint channel.
As we look at 21, takes over the spot from the 22 to goes to second. He's coming for that 8 car. He's moving. He's on the move.
He is definitely on the move. I mean, he's been running a very aggressive line, but I can tell you what, maybe he feels like he's faster than these guys. He's definitely been showing it.
I think he's catching the 8 car.
It seems like it. I mean, he's just been closing gaps, and him and that 8 car are starting to pull away from the rest of the field. This might be the 21 car's race to win or lose. Because I feel like maybe if he can get around that 8 car, he'll start pulling away. And as long as there's no more cautions, he'll have a.
He might pull an upset like Ryan Blaney did. Remember Ryan Blaney pulled an upset. Got his first win in the Cup Series here.
Man, he is all over the back of that 8 car, man. He is catching up. The 8 car actually went wide.
Oh, he's looking to the inside. Got a battle for the
side
lead.
by side. Wow,
Got
what a run
leader.
by that 21. Unbelievable. That was a great move by Global Jackson. You know, it's funny you mentioned Ryan Blaney, you know, the fact that he's driving the 21, so maybe some similarities there.
Right, you got an underdog with an underdog car, which I think it's Matt DiNabeto's car. If I've noticed it on the back windshield, I think it's DiNabeto. But, you know,
Ryan Blaney's former ride, yeah.
Right, he looks like, he's trying to take the 8 car out of the draft. If you guys don't understand, that's a move they like to do, and they like to take and go to the bottom and come up to the top to throw you out of your draft. They don't draft from all the 8s on the back bumper of the 21 going out of 1. Good race for the lead right here, guys.
You know, Mentuin, I've raced with him plenty of times. He is not one to give up the lead easy, so we'll see if he lets the 21 kind of have his lead for a bit or if he's going to make these moves. But it looks like he's already trying to make some moves. He went a little wide there. Dips it down low super hard. I don't know if he got loose, but he's trying, but I think he lost a lot of ground. Oh, he touched the grass a little bit there.
Tough break for the guys in the back. They need a caution bad.
And I'm just watching this now with Mentuin. I just realized, look who just passed him. It's that number 2. He's back in the action.
He's coming to the front. He said, I want a piece of that 21 car too.
Oh, he's trying to make me proud, man. He's trying to make that prediction come true. It's a beautiful American scheme that Miller Lite sponsored.
Yes, sir. That 21, man, I like that scheme too, man. He's got them white wheels, and that white wheels kind of take all the red off with the white number and the white wheels. I kind of like that idea. That's pretty cool.
Oh, definitely.
I know this is virtual racing. I know this is not real racing, but I'm not sure how far these guys are into the league, but are these guys all race together, or are these just a bunch of guys that threw something together, or what brought these guys into a league?
Well, the simplest explanation is, so Navar, from my understanding, has been in existence. This is their 3rd season. And as of the last season, they lost a few drivers. So through an agreement with my league, the one I am a part of, the Coors League, both leagues have come together to decide to stream each other's races and commentate for each other, along with racing in a couple of these. So a few of these drivers in tonight's race, which includes K-Pit, Amar, Mentuin, and Zmar, along with Smash Bortle, are all Coors League drivers. So they have decided to come in and race in this league to beef up the field a little bit. And you will actually also hear from their group of guys for commentary for our Coors League, which, by the way, is this Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Daytona. That'll be for the Clash and also the main race, the Daytona 500 equivalent. So we'll see you guys definitely there.
Demar and Codeman in that race, the 2 announcements.
Oh, hell yeah, that should be fun.
And I'm one of the new guys coming up in the Coors League. We had a tryout race last Tuesday. We done IROC schemes. Kind of was different. We ran in sliders. I didn't really get a chance to shine. Because I was around a couple guys that kind of like a beat and bang, and I didn't really get a chance to show nothing up. But these guys give me a chance, and I'm gonna try to show them up. You know, try to show it. They kind of got.
You know, speaking of that, the IROC races, you know, those races are going to definitely differ from what we see in the Cup Series. You know, a lot of those guys actually ended up making up what's going to be the lower Xfinity Series, which, by the way, you'll be able to catch Monday nights on the joint channel. But the Cup Series is a lot cleaner.
All the 21
we
in the
definitely
wall.
weeded out all the. Oh, he is down to the lowest part of the track. No
Not sure
caution,
what
though,
happened there. He had a big lead. We got into talking and lost track of the race. I'm not sure if the car behind him, the car with the two's battling, I'm not sure if he's battling for position or if he's battling with a lap car. But the 121 got in the wall real hard, and he had a big lead. I'm not sure what happened there. He looked like he's got some front end damage on the hood.
Yeah, just a little bit, not too much. Now remember, the way that virtual racing works, it doesn't work the same way as real racing with damage. So these guys will be able to repair their damage in the pits. It's not the case in all leagues. I know in the Fours League they don't have any damage set. But, you know, just an additional thing to factor in when you're racing.
It's kind of like, you know, NASCAR Heat is kind of different from iRacing. I know a lot of you guys watch these iRacing broadcasts. It's kind of a little different than NASCAR Heat to iRacing, because in Heat, you just kind of go in, hit repair, yes or no, and if you repair, it kind of makes your car look brand new, like you've never wrecked anything. But on another person's screen, your car looks destroyed. Whereas in iRacing, you can go in and sometimes you get 2 fast repairs and you get 1 fast repair, or sometimes in league racing or any kind of racing, they won't let you have any fast repairs. So what happens with that is it just boosts your car and you get a brand new car. It's almost like going to the hauler and bringing out a backup car and getting a whole new car. And you know, these guys don't have that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's just something that NASCAR Heat is definitely missing the bar on. You know, not meaning to slander on the NASCAR Heat franchise, but that's something they've always struggled with, and that's realism. So we'll see if maybe that the new game developers will be able to fix that in the upcoming games. I know Codemasters is agreeing to actually have a part in the making of the new NASCAR games, so we'll see how that goes. But as for right now, we are on Heat 5.
Yeah. I think I would like to see, as far as when it comes to league racing, and you know, these guys are having the 2 and the 96s drafted together and caught with the 21, as we see here, and you look at the 96s even looking to the outside of the 21 car. I would like to see like a rating system where, you know, people that just like to go in these lobbies and wreck and tear stuff up to race together, and the good clean drivers can get in lobbies together and race each other. I wish they would go off of a rating system, at least to kind of, you know, make things interesting and fun.
Oh yeah, you know, I think implementing a class system, kind of like they do with iRacing, where you can have range from a C class to an A class to whatever the top class would be. I'm not an iRacer, but I do know what you're talking about, and I definitely agree.
So you would have like a D class, a C class, a B class, and an A class. D class is kind of like, you know, the lower kind of guys, and you know, they're willing to race with the lower class guys, the A guys are, but most A guys kind of race with A guys only, just because they're so clean and competitive and fast.
Oh yeah.
We got a good battle for the lead right here. Looking like they're trying to make it 3 wide, coming out of 3.
Oh yeah, big wreck.
And I wonder if that's going to bring out a caution. That's going to leave it at 9 and then lead. No caution.
And another wreck here in the front stretch. 2 gets back around.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
I don't know if that might have been the end of the stage, but you know, there's no way to tell. And that's another thing that they need to implement here in these heat games. They should definitely implement a scoreboard and ticker like they had in the previous year. But
yeah, I think my favorite game was 08, where they had the leaderboard that would go across to show you in the laps mess when you were spectating.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's unfortunate, you know, that we don't have it, but that was actually our longest green flag run of the day, so maybe there is some hope that for some of these guys that'll have those long run setups, that, you know, this race might start factoring towards them instead of being these constant short races. Yeah, but I am seeing K-Pit in the pits, and he hasn't left, so I'm guessing he's done for the day.
I got you. We're going to go down board with our pit road reporter. What you got, Outlaw? Who you see pitting?
Well, I think this number 2 might be pitting. I kind of like his scheme, though. The American theme. Now, gentlemen, NASCAR is an American sport, and some can even say it's a redneck sport. There is nothing better than a Saturday afternoon watching NASCAR and drinking beer. And the sponsor of this car right here is Miller Lite, and there is nothing better than drinking on a Saturday afternoon.
And that is your word with your pit reporter, the Redneck Outlaw. You got as we go on board with the 8 car going into turn 1.
A little bit Penske power on that outside as well. The 22 along with the 2. We've actually lost, looks like, a good amount of cars here so far. Looks like we've lost about 2 or 3 drivers, so we'll see. But they're going 3 wide back in the pack here. On board with the 8.
Looks like the 3 took over the lead from everybody. Or no, the 8 fell to the back.
Yes, he did. Oh, wait a minute.
Got a big wreck. 18 got loose off the tongue turn.
The number 2
might have kept it going, yeah.
Trying to get a draft off the 21.
Oh, definitely.
That's for
and
sure.
You know what? That's got to be the strategy sometimes.
Yeah, you know, these straightaways are so long you want to get that draft so you don't lose it. And, you know, the high line here is kind of the way to go, but, you know, some people can make that low line work.
21 got forced down, but he ended up clearing the 2.
The 8, so 18, the 48, the 3, and the 38 are all battling real hard back there going into turn 1. We'll let the 3 got in the wall.
You know, Code Man, you're a league racer. What's in the mind of the leader, would you say? You know, you're trying to block this 2 car. You've been up and down the path, you know, been involved in a couple incidents, but being aggressive. What do you think is in the mindset of this leader right now?
So my feeling is if I'm this 2 car right now and I've had a bad day and I've went from the back to the front to the back to the front, which I've had them days, you know, everybody's going to have them days. Even good racers are going to have them kind of days where they're just not good. Right now, seeing what I've seen and watching the 21 car, I'm going to be the 2 car and I'm going to say I'm going to lay back. And the reason I say I'm going to lay back is because I've noticed on a long run, the 21 car likes to make mistakes. So when I mean by mistakes, he likes to hit the wall. So I'm going to lay back. I'm not like right here. I wouldn't push that like that with the 2 car.
Car around the 4.
I wouldn't have pushed that like that. I kind of would have laid back and let him push up and then crossed up under him, and that would have been my taking the lead. You just kind of got to conserve and play smart at the same time, and then wait for the laps to wind down, and then go hard when your tires are still good because you've saved and conserved and were patient and used your head. Because you know in your mind, the 21, he's going to mess up and make mistakes because he's going to push his tires trying to run away from it.
You know, I hate to interrupt you, but I did see that the 4 and it looks like it might have been the 18 got together there on the backstretch. They kept it going though, so they'll stay green. But 2 cars went around in that incident. Still no caution.
Looks like the caution is going to come out. Or that's the end of the stage 1.
Looks like it, yeah. You know, at this rate, with how many cautions there's been, it might be the end of stage 2.
Yes, sir. Outlaw, you still got that 3 car for your pick?
I don't know. He's not doing too hot back there. I'm actually kind of rooting for this number 2 because he is kind of hanging back on the 21, and the 21 will make mistakes. He's notorious for it. No. So if I was the 2, I would hang back and let him do his thing. And about 15 laps left, I would push it. I would full on push it.
Now, do they have manual cautions?
My pick is already gaining some favorites. I believe that they may. I don't know if they have manual. I don't think they do. If they go all the way around this track, then they do. But we'd have to check. I believe it looks like they might have manual.
That's what I'm thinking. I think they have a manual. And see, if you guys don't understand what manuals are, what happens is it's pretty much like a regular caution, and the race director of the lobby has control of when he can throw a manual and when he doesn't. So what happens is he throws the manual, and you slow everybody, you race it back to the line, slow down, and you come in like a normal pit stop. And how you come out is how you start with starting next. They double up on the back stretch. and they start the restart button. So some people like to start at the finish line. It all depends. But that's pretty much a manual caution. If anybody makes a lap down, can go get their lap back, and then you get a free pass guy, which is the lucky dog. And that's pretty much how a manual works. Looks like the 2 and the 22 are fighting to get no pit stops. Nope, the 2 just spun the 21.
You know, I bet you it appears differently on those driver screens with the way that the NASCAR heat lagging works, but we'll see what these drivers do. I believe this may or may not be. These actually might be manual stages. I have no idea, but I do know that there are stages in that. Looks like the 21's going to get out first, and the 2's going to follow shortly behind. So it looks like the 2 actually gained a position units. Because he had actually fallen down the 3rd temporarily. He's back up there. 22's going to follow them out. And then they're going to file back together and get the green.
Looks like the 9's coming out. He's way deep in the back. Look like he's in the grass spinning in the 1.
Oh, is he? Yeah, there he is. He's spinning through the grass. Maybe he just had spun the tires come off the pits, but he'll have time to catch right back up, so I don't think he'll factor him too much. Especially because this is virtual racing, so it's not like you really have any grass damage.
The 21 looks like he's got a lot of hood damage. Looks like he didn't repair his. It's like I said,
well, he might have. It might have just not loaded on stream.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like we said, you know, a lot of them guys, like the 2 car, you know, he's been beating and banging the wall, and everybody else, and everybody's coming and beating him too. And you know, the 2 car, he looks like a brand new car. He doesn't look like he's got any damage. And earlier you seen in the stream that he had hood damage. And just like the 8 car, you see he flipped and rolled down after the long pond, and you see he doesn't have no damage. Well, now he does.
And that's what happens with the damage offsets, you know, that's why we turn it off in some damage. And I'm actually looking at the 21 now. It looks like he actually has some right rear damage, but, you know, I mean, it's not going to factor because just the way the repairing system works in this game, and that's just a gripe that a lot of NASCAR fans have, but, you know, it's all good. It's what we're going to have to deal with, and that's just how this game goes. But they're getting back to green here.
Got the 21 leading to the green flag. Green's out. Green, 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 green. Here they go. 21's taking them off into turn 1. They're looking like they're scattering everywhere.
Already 3 wide a little bit.
Oh, the 2 got shuffled back to 4th. He's looking to lose another spot. It's the 5th. To the 18 car.
That 21's been driving very low on that straightaway, and it's taken away the draft for the rest of the cars. For those of you that do not know what draft is, if you're not a NASCAR junkie, draft is basically the slipstream or the air current that comes off the back of your car, and getting behind it will actually increase both you and the car in front of you.
Oh, the 9's wreck. The 9's wrecking.
Oh, already another wreck here, and a couple cars involved here through that turn 3. I don't know if there's a caution. Well, it doesn't look like it. But another incident yet here at Pocono. It looks like they do say green, so no caution. But
no, I think a manual
has
come out. Manual caution has come out.
Oh yes, manual caution. Yeah, another one here on the day. They had that one long green flag run. Everything else has been pretty short. But you know, to what I was saying before, though, with draft, it's very important to manage, you know, what cars you got around you. Some of these guys might start lagging. You don't want to get behind them. But, for today's race, I think it's definitely important to find a drafting partner and stick to it.
Yeah, you know, you can see on this game now, they've added a thing where you can do a lowest, low, normal, or high draft. And what happens is when you turn it on high, you know, like at places like Michigan with the trucks, it kills your draft coming off, but it helps your draft going in. It'll suck you right to a man going in the corner, or down the straightaway. But coming off the corner, or like at Daytona and Talladega, does the same thing. It kills you coming off the corner. But down the straightaways, you can suck right to somebody. Like here, it would probably kill you going in and coming off, and it would help you down the straightaways. But if you turn it on like lowest, you pretty much have to, the draft, you have to find the draft. It doesn't, you know, it won't pull you to it. You pretty much have to get in the draft.
You know, from my understanding, these guys, they do not have high draft effect on them, so they are on normal. Oh, 22 faked the pit stop there.
Ooh, the 18's taking it too.
Wow,
Looks like the
interesting
8 and 3
strategy.
stayed out.
Oh,
I guess they're
so
tired of being in the
3 cars
collision.
trying to get back in your picks.
How you looking down there, Outlaw? How's pit road
Well, we're
looking?
still, well, it's looking alright right now. There's nothing hectic. Oh, wow, the 2 just rear-ended the 21. That was, quite
High
interesting.
draft is on.
I'm
I
sure
just
there's
got
going to
word.
be a fight.
I just got word from our in-race reporter that high draft is on. That is coming from
is that so?
ANAT 20, the driver of the
Okay.
number 20 car.
So if high draft is on, you know what that means. These guys are going to start getting swirly. And if they haven't already, we'll be in store for what happens later in this race.
Not sure how many laps to go, but I believe they should be in stage 3. I'm taking. We're gonna get on board with the leader, find out where he's at. Looks like the 22 is your leader. The 18, son, is tore up.
You know, these guys have been beating and banging all day. You would think that they were at a short track where they got involved in the big one at Talladega, but nope. This is the Illuminati up in the mountains. It's Pocono.
Yes, sir. All right, Outlaw, take them into turn 1.
Well, let's find someone to ride on board with. Let's ride on board with the number 3, Zemar. And they're coming up on the line here. Seems they don't start from the restart box, which is alright. They start from the line. Looks like they're already beating and banging.
You know, I find it very interesting that for a Cup Series, these guys have gotten into a decent amount of wrecks, but I believe that doesn't have to do with the talent of any of these guys. I believe it's just Pocono, and, you know, it is a tough track, so, you know, these guys take a little bit of time to get used to it, but, I mean, that's what I saw in my last league race that I commentated. They were at Texas, and they were getting into a lot of wrecks, so, you know, we'll see how the rest of this race goes.
Well, see, you got to look at, you know, Pocono and Texas are kind of like the same. As you know, Outlaw just run a whole 167 laps at Texas tonight. And, you know, you can kind of similar Pocono and Texas together, in my opinion, because Pocono's called the tricky triangle, and Texas has got tricky turn 4. Because if you come off a turn 4 just right, it'll kick you loose. Correct, Outlaw?
Oh, yeah. Trust me, you go drifting around turn 4, it is not fun.
Looks like we're going in turn 1, the 18 on the inside of the 22. Looks like the 21 wants a P72, the 18, 22, 2. We go off into turn 1, looking good so far. The 18 on the inside of the 8. Oh, the 18 got a little loose. 21's looking his nose in there. Oh, we got into the 18. 5-car battle for the lead. The 8's looking to the inside of the 22.
I think what you guys said before about the 21 getting too aggressive and potentially falling back in the pack, I hate to say it, but I think you guys are right. He's falling back down there to actually 5th or 6th now.
Yeah, you gotta lay low, man, in these long races. I mean, you can't be aggressive. You ain't gonna win it on the first lap. Our commentator Outlaw has kind of learned that as well. You know, he's the type of guy, he tries to win it on the first lap going in turn 1 and try to take everybody out. You know, and he's gotten better. He tries to, he's learning. But you know, these long races, man, you gotta be patient. It's all about patient. If you're not patient, you're not gonna win. You're just gonna wreck and cause problems. And you know, it's just kind of one of those deals. It's all about patience. It's all about key patience and strategy. Oh, we got a big wreck going down the back stretch. Not sure who that was.
The 42, the 4, the 9, the 3, 37 Smash Bortle got in there. And the caution is on the speedway.
You know, I think there's multiple strategies you can use for racing. One I use is I like to run the tires to the ground on the first stage. The second stage, you just drive. You don't even have to worry about anything. Don't worry about your position, nothing. Just drive. Go smooth. And the third, drive it out. Just go full on, balls to the wall. because the third stage is where it really matters.
Right, and see, me myself, the way I look at it, you know, Gmar and Outlaw got a different perspective as well. You know, the first stage, I kind of use the first stage as kind of, you know, push my car in the first half of the stage to see what I've got. And then when I know what I've got and how my car's handling, then the second half of the stage, I kind of just drive and wait to the end and I pit. And then I make adjustments. And the second stage is kind of where I, you know, like there again, I use the first half to kind of see what I've got and know what I've got. And then the second half, I kind of ride. And the third stage, I ride again for the first half. And then the second half, I go balls to the walls. How do you go? What's your strategy, Gmar?
You know, it depends on the racetrack, honestly, and also really the race, you know, settings. So if we're in a race where, oh yeah, I've seen that down the inside, he'll keep it going. But, you know, if I'm in a race, you know, it depends on the racetrack and the race settings. So if it's a race that has no stages, you know, obviously you're going to want to hang back for a bit in the first half and then make the moves in the second half. But if it's a race with stages, I would say, you know, honestly, use that first stage to feel it out a little bit, kind of get used to the track, find your line, find what works, find what doesn't. The second stage, you know, get a little bit aggressive, see what passes your car can do, and then the third stage, just lay it out all on the line and go make those moves for the win. So, but also, if you're in a point situation, you know, it's important to finish good in the stage. So I'd say stay up in the front half of the pack and hope for the best.
Yeah, there again, you gotta also look at, you gotta consume the wrecks in there too. You know, you gotta look at staying clean, staying out of them. You know, because there's gonna be wrecks in racing. You know, I run in the league called FWM, and I run the A series. Outlaw runs in the B series, and we got a good battle for about mid tag.
Oh my God, those guys are side by side by side back there.
The 96 is flicking it 3 wide through the tunnel turn.
Wow.
He's brave.
That 21 was holding the 8 down there very low. Look at a 42 looking back down there. He's not out of it quite yet.
Yeah. And
that 21 is falling back.
8 flicking to the inside.
Number 2 is still holding first.
I told you, man. I kind of figured he'd be my pick coming in, man. He looked pretty strong. That pole award shining brightly. But I'll tell you right now, man.
Oh, they're full wide going down the front stretch.
Oh, yes, they are. Look at them side by side by side going into turn 1. Somebody's going to have to give.
It looks like the 8's coming out strong. Oh, the 42 bumped the 8. The 21 bumped the 8.
Hey, guys, we have a possible move for the lead. Look who's under the 2 car. That's a guy that hasn't been up there quite too much. That's the 48 car around. That's the 21 back there in the pack. We'll have to see if that draws a caution, but 3 leaders have pulled away.
Yeah, you know, this 8 car, he's been thrown around, tossed around, beat around, upside down, rolled around. He just had bad luck today. Right. He's pulled a Casey Kane and went down the backstretch wall, took the bushes out.
I think it's actually more of a Ricky Bobby impression. Mom, I'm flying through the air.
Right, exactly. What do you think, Outlaw?
Well, he's definitely a Ricky Bobby impersonator. I mean, he has been flying everywhere.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Exactly. And this number 2 has got that same strategy.
And you know, the crazy thing about it is, saying he's a Ricky Bobby fan, you gotta look at his sponsor is Cheddar's, and you know, they sell some shake and bake chicken. So there again, you got Ricky Bobby with him too.
Oh yeah.
All he needs is
and speaking of Ricky Bobby going aggressive, look at the 18 down on the inside of the 2 making a move for the lead. And he'll take it. Maybe they're still side by side. And the 18 doesn't have draft help, so the 48's going to push it into second.
You know, I was waiting to see the 8 car getting out of when he flipped earlier, coming out of the tunnel turn. Oh, the 4's around.
Oh, 4 car, can he save it? No, he's into the wall and he's around. Oh, big contact.
You know, the next thing I'm waiting is the 8 car to get out of the roll down the. I was waiting for him to get out of the car when he wrecked in the long pond. To get out of the car, you know, I'm on fire, running around in his underwear.
Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
Help me, Oprah Winfrey.
Very enjoyable movie. If you guys haven't seen Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, I do recommend. I know Outlaw was doing a little bit of advertising for Miller Lite, but I'm going to do some advertising for Will Ferrell. Make sure you go check out that movie. It's very, very classic.
And if you ain't never eat at Cheddar's, it's the best restaurant ever. Make sure you get the bloomin'. Make sure you get the bloomin' onions.
Bloomin' onion's very, very good.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. They want to throw in some Talladega Nights and some Miller Lite. I'm gonna throw in some Cheddars.
Well, speaking of Miller Lite, that 2 actually pulled away from those 2 guys, and he's going to hold that lead.
You know, this 14 car, man, if I was to have to give an award, I'm going to give the 14 car a tough break award. And the reason I say a tough break award is because he started in the back at the beginning of the race. He drove to the front, and every time he got to the front, he has spun out. And I'm not sure if that's him wearing his tires out or if that's him, you know, just racing hard and hitting April. Or what it is, but he has drove all the way to the front, and now he's driving all the way to the back. Now he's in the front again, and he's just kind of riding. I think he's kind of figured out just ride and let things happen instead of pushing the issue.
Hey guys, guess what?
What's up?
New leader. It's the 18. So whoever picked that 18 car earlier, your pick's not far off.
Yeah, no, I picked 18. I mean, everybody hates Kyle Busch. Everybody. And my buddy's a big Kyle Busch fan. He's strong. His name's Jay Phipps. Definitely, if you ain't never heard of him, his username is FWMJ_Phipps. He's a pretty cool dude. Clean racer. He drives 18 car. He's a big Kyle Busch fan. I picked 18 just because of him. I don't like Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is kind of a crybaby to me.
Well, hell of a race car driver, though. Can't take that away from him.
Oh, no, sir.
But speaking of another hell of a race car driver, that 48, but he's actually in second now. The 2 car is actually falling back to third.
Yeah, you know, this 48, man, he's looking pretty strong today. He ain't one of them ones we ain't spoke on a lot. You know, he's come out of the shadows. He must have been got some lessons from Jimmy Johnson.
You know, honestly, I think he's doing what you guys were saying the 2 should have been doing earlier. He's hanging back. He's letting all these guys get into the instance, and he's just been very quiet, slowly moving his way up the field. He makes a move on the leader. Check that out.
Now he's looking for a battle for the lead. Is he going to get around him?
Let's see if they make that high line work, the Harry Gant line, you will.
Right.
But he'll fall back to second as the 2 actually makes a move on him. They're side by side there for that second position.
The high lines, you know, you can make it work and figure out how to make it work. It's fast.
Oh, 2's back around. He's at second.
Good little battle for first, second, and third for the lead, I should say. The 2's looking to drive with 18, trying to pull away from the 48, and he said, no, 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 not today.
Takeme Mutombo style.
Yes, sir.
As the 48 drops left in the dirt, and he'll actually make that move for the second. Side by side a little bit, but I think he might be able to clear him.
Looks like the 48 starting to get a little loose. Looks like he got a little loose off the corner there, just a tad bit, not too much.
Just a little bit. He'll fall back to third, the 2 in second, and that 18 car, that number 18 Toyota,
battle for the
he's
lead.
at first.
Got a battle for the lead. The 2's looking to the inside the 8. They're going to be side by side going down the back straightaway into the tunnel turn. Who's going to get it? Oh, the 2's going to break off.
48 drops down to the inside there and then fouls back in. 2 cars going to make a move down to the inside. I don't know if he just got loose or something. He gets into the 48 a little bit.
And in the chat, we got a guest viewer for our booth announcer, Gmar. CC said hi. How you doing?
CC, a Coors League driver in his own right. He'll be there on Tuesday as well. So, you know, we've got a lot of drivers watching this race. It was very close to 10 because this is the league that Coors just joined with. So, you know, we're kind of seeing what's happening over here. But, you know, definitely glad to have CC along with the rest of you guys viewing this race.
Yeah, well, how's pit road looking? You got any people looking to make adjustments, Outlaw?
Actually, I haven't been looking at pit road. Honestly, we can go check. We got 2 cars in. We have number 20 of A9, and we have...
They're actually out of the race.
Of the number 12.
Yeah, them 2 are out of the race.
All 3 of them guys are out of the race. But looks like they're going to stay green flag runs for quite some bit. What I think you might be asking, though, is what the pit strategy could be. So, you know, what do you think the pit strategy might be?
I think these boys are going to wait till the very last 5 laps to pit. Because that's where they're going to make their biggest move. That's the last 5 laps.
You know, these guys run these long green flag runs. You know, we're starting to get another one of these single file green flag runs. So hopefully these guys can hold that because that's where all the exciting racing happens. These guys, you know, battling in groups of each other.
Yeah, it looks like the
18's
18's
starting
starting
to
to
pull
pull
away.
away from the 2 and the 48.
I was gonna say, yep. He is definitely starting to create some distance. You know, we thought earlier in this race that maybe that 21 might be the favorite, but
You know, looks
big
like a
momentum
lot of. I
change.
mean, this race has been kind of interesting in my opinion because you know Pocono is one of them tracks nobody can figure out, and me myself, I can't figure Pocono out. I mean, Pocono's tough. They don't call it the Chicken Triangle for nothing. You know, and we've had a lot of different lead changes.
He
And I'm
gets
not
it down
sure.
into the checkers.
I'm not sure what the 18 was doing there. I don't know if he got loose. Oh, we got a car in the wall on the front stretch.
Ooh, car in the wall. Can he save it? It might be the end of the stage. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's
I
the
don't know
end
if
of the
that's
stage.
the end of the stage.
Yes, sir.
How many? You know how many laps
So
to
they're
go?
at the end of the stage here.
Can you find out how many to go?
Well,
Yeah, are we able to get a view
Lap count.
with a driver?
And if we could we get the top 3 in the booth after the interview, the driver interviews?
for the post race,
Yes, sir.
I don't see why not. That is all depending on how the drivers feel after this race. I know with 50% race length, definitely a grueling distance, but I'm sure we could get a couple of these guys in this booth for a little bit of interviews.
All right, that works for me. I want to get I'm not sure who it was I said earlier, the 14 car, the outlaw dude. I want to get the Cope Outlaw. I want to get him in the booth and give him a hard charger award or a tough break
You know,
award.
not gonna lie, I think Outlaw should interview Outlaw. I think that would actually be pretty funny.
Right, that would be pretty crazy. I think they should interview each other too. That could give him a tough break award,
Oh, that
man.
might be the end of the race, guys.
Yep, that was the end of the race.
That was the end of the race.
All right, we need the 18-1, my pick one. Let's get it. So we need the 18, the 2, and the 48 in the booth, along with the 14.
I'm gonna get the 2 in here, but I also want to get the 3 of Zemar in here. He's the head of the Coors League. I'd like to hear what his opinions on this first league mashup was like. But that's actually going to end it for the YouTube broadcast. If you guys want to catch the interviews, go ahead and check out these 2 guys' Twitch channels.
It's RCD Family
yeah.
on YouTube if you want to check out the interviews.
And mine is Outlaw Gypsy Gaming on Twitch if you want to go check that out.
Okay, so let me go ahead. I think we should all join the other party. I ended up ending the stream on YouTube, so.
I'm not in that party, I don't think. All right.
Alrighty, that works.
That was actually a really good one, guys. Good job.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. First time I ever announced
All
something.
right.
That well, anyhow.
I'll send you guys invites.
All right. That was pretty fucking great. You were my pit road reporter. Well, you didn't talk much. Did you like my little crank it up thing? That was pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you interview the outlaw or the Cope Outlaw.
Alright.
What do y'all think, you two? How'd y'all like it? Leave it down in the comments how y'all liked it. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it ugly? Did we do a good job? Did we suck? Did we need to retire?
I think I'm going to go ahead and get a drink. So, Twitch, we will be right back after this short ad break. Looks like we got an invite.
Did you get one? Hey, I just want y'all to know that the booth announcer, Codeman, picked the 18 to win. So, yeah, I'm in here, buddy. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? G-Mark, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? No. No, I just want to say, I just want to say I picked 18 to win the race, just so y'all know. We all three picked out. Gmar picked the 2, Outlaw picked the 3, and I picked the 18. I just want to say, I don't know who the 21 car is. I don't know who you are. Couldn't tell you which one you were. I don't remember. There were so many of y'all we talked about. But if you'd have laid low instead of getting out there and pushing your car halfway through the stage, you'd have won the race. And the only reason I say that is you had a good fast car, but you got out there and you burned your tires up, and the 2 stayed in your draft, and he just staying on you enough. He pushed the issue a little and made you overdrive your car and burn your tires up. If you quit, if you wouldn't let him got him out of your head, you'd have won that race. Whoever the 21 car is. I'm telling you, y'all weren't going to touch him. If he'd have played smart and used his head, y'all would have never caught him. But he got out there and he thought that 2 car was catching him, or knew that 2 car was catching him, and he tried to keep overdriving the corners. But no, I did pick the 18. So I do want to, I did tell Gmar that I wanted to give a tough break award to a guy in here. And Outlaw, you know who it's supposed to go to. So because your name, and you know what to do. So I'm gonna let you interview him real fast. Man, we've seen you get to second and spin out in turn one and go to the back and get clean and flipped and rolled and tumbled and run around, and we figured we'd give you a tough break award. But right, but I'm gonna do we're gonna do the top 3 interviews, I guess. I'm gonna get a word with the 18 car of Steph. You got a copy on me?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, buddy. I was actually the pick that picked you to win the race. Didn't think you were gonna have it done because you had a lot of tough break. You and the 9 car. Y'all had a lot of good racing. How was the track out there today?
It was pretty good. I've had a love-hate relationship with this track in the past, so it was really nice to get like a comeback when it felt like.
All right. Well, the next question is gonna be what are you gonna do with your $1 million that you just won?
I'm definitely gonna go out and get a piece of pizza and just have fun, you know.
So you're not going to Disney World?
Wait, we're paying these.
Yeah, I'll have a trip to Disney World on the way. Then get some more pizza, but yeah, definitely gonna enjoy that $1 million.
All right, G-Mar, since your guy finished second, I'll let you finish the guy you picked.
Number 2 of Zach, you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, you know, you ran a really nice race today, barring a couple incidents that you got into. You were able to come around those incidents. Tell us, what was going through your mind when you were deep there in the pack and it was looking like the hopes were starting to get slim?
I'm confident that I can drive this track and work through traffic. And with as chaotic as it was, there was always some positions opening up. So I wasn't too terribly worried.
Sounds very confident. You know, I feel like as a driver, as a fellow league racer, you know, confidence is definitely key running around the track. Tough track indeed, though, with Pocono. As the season goes on, I'm guessing you're probably going to keep that never give up attitude?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can't give up.
Oh, great thing to hear from the number 2.
I had to race my way into the championship war last year, and hopefully this time I'll be leading the championship war going into it.
Damn straight.
All right, Outlaw, we'll let you do the interview with 21.
Yeah, Outlaw.
Who am I interviewing now?
The 21 driver, whoever that is.
Who's your pick?
Fergie.
I don't.
The guy that finished 12th.
That Seymour guy.
Who got third?
Amar finished 4th.
Who got third?
I
The
got
21
third.
car.
Fergie got second.
Oh,
48 finished second.
48. That's who you interviewing then.
All right. Well, I had high hopes for you, 48, because you were way in the back of the pack. You were making a lead up there. How did you feel about the track?
Well, I'll start with this. Nice to meet you. My name is Fergie. You're going forward. Just so everyone knows, I guess I'll introduce myself. But I hate Pocono with a passion. I think it's borderline one of the worst tracks, and honestly, probably in the world. I think it's unique, the 3 different corners, but unfortunately, due to just life, I had to miss out on qualifying and had to start in the back, and you just couldn't get any track position because 3 different corners, 3 separate. Everyone checks out differently. Everyone brakes differently. I'm a high roller. I always want to roll around the high line just to let out, and it's just a battle to get track position. Every single time, it's a part of the wreck, a part of the wreck, a part of the wreck. I finished stage 2 with 62% of my engine, and that was painful, and I somehow got the lucky dog. Don't even understand that, but I had 6 more laps of fuel than everyone. And,
you saw that text message too, didn't you? You saw the text message too, didn't you? I seen that.
Sorry, the 48th interview got interrupted, but okay.
No, you're right.
I apologize.
I'm trying to collect my thoughts after this one. I feel really good after a 2nd place finish, just because it's never about my skill. I'm always playing a strategic game in my head about moves and stuff like that, trying to learn. And I knew once I got to the front, I'd be competitive, but those guys had been up front the entire race and I hadn't. So I tried to ride in 3rd and just learn. Once I got next to the leader, I'd back off, fall back to 3rd intentionally. Just to continue learning, trying to set up the end of the race, and that got loose. We should have wrecked it, and I finished 2nd, and I'm proud of myself, so I'll take it.
You should be. It was a strong performance, definitely.
Right,
Yeah,
right. I definitely,
Definitely.
you were kind of one of them guys that we were, we didn't talk about much, because we didn't never get around to you. We kind of watched the lead pack because
yeah, no,
from the top
trust
seven
me, I
was
understand.
the top seven. The whole race was right there together. I mean, there was some instance where y'all were going 4 wide in the tunnel turn, and we don't know how y'all didn't wreck. And we felt like we were watching a race.
We were 5 wide.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Thought we were watching a race at Talladega, not Pocono. Especially with between the big wrecks, the 5 and 4 wide racing and 3 wide racing. I mean, I don't think there was ever a chance there was one car 2 wide, or single car, single file. But I mean, that was a lot. That was a fun race. I've never commentated a race, but y'all give us something to talk about besides watching single file cars the whole race.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you.
Well, thanks y'all for doing it. It's nice to meet all y'all.
Oh yeah, I'm Code Man. I'm Code Man.
Yeah.
I'm Code Man. I run in the Coors Light Racing League. Plus, I run my own league on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. I was gonna see if Zmar and the other guy was cool with me saying something about it. We are looking drivers. If y'all were interested, running. It's called Triple Threat Series. We run Truck and Xfinity on Saturdays. We run Cup on Sundays, and we run an ARCA League on Wednesdays. The ARCA League is just like an IROC League. It's Xfinity Series, 100% races. But I picked a slider for everybody to run each week. It's a different slider. But everybody's got to run that slider. We're doing 100% Cup races on Sundays. We run 100% Kansas race, 267 laps. And I think every damn one of us was wore slap out from it, so we all decided to drop it to 50. So if any of y'all are interested in doing that, y'all just let me know, and I can get y'all set up. We usually have 15, 14 drivers a week. I think I got 1 or 2 spots open. And Outlaw does race in that, so he'll tell you we have about one caution each race, if we have a caution. Our Xfinity race went caution free this week, or earlier today.
Pretty much.
And 267 laps last week, we went 1 caution. So, there again, if y'all were interested, just let me know. Right, and we had 16 guys at Kansas, and we usually have 16. Like I said, we have 16 guys sometimes because we have some fill-ins. And you're cool to run all 3 if you want to run all 3. But like I said, we don't ever have cautions ever. If we have cautions, it's 1 caution a race.
That's impressive.
So, and like I said, our trucks in Xfinity run 25% races, 3 times tire wear. We do manuals with relax. We do a cone rule, but it's called a choose rule. We use a start-finish line. And our Cup League does 50 2 times. Same thing, choose and everything. We run normal draft. Our ARCA series, like I said, is 100% 2 times with manuals and relaxed. And I picked a slider. That hasn't started yet. I've got 11 drivers. I'm trying to get consistently 16 drivers, and then I'm going to start it. So, like I said, if y'all are interested, just hit me up, let me know, send me a friend request. And this is Code Man.
Alright, bro. Yeah, I will let you know.
Yeah, honestly though, you guys ran a great race today. Other than that, keep rocking. But that was definitely good.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most interesting Pocono races I've ever watched in a league race on virtual.
I was gonna say it was very competitive. Very competitive. Yeah, it was good though.
When's your guys' cup race that we gotta help compete?
Tuesday.
Who was driving the 9 car?
Twisted.
What's up? How's it going?
Twisted, I ain't lying, buddy. I wanted to pick you at the start, and then everybody hates Kyle Busch, so I figured I gotta be a Kyle. I just picked Kyle Busch. But son, we all thought you were gonna win the race, and then you had that tough break where you got wrecked and spun out, and you went downhill from there.
I thought I had something for the leaders, so I just got caught up with 21. He came down the track, spun out, and I slammed right into him, so that screwed my race up. But, I had fun. I won my first stage. I'll take it.
Right. You done good, man. You had a good first and second stage, and then third stage, When you spun out,
Yeah, I
what
tried
killed
to
you.
get back up there.
Right.
I think it was the championship paint scheme. That's what it was.
Right. And the 18 man, he finished with a bent up hood.
Yeah.
We were having fun. I
Lucky
was
I had
taking them
older
3 wide every
tires.
now and again.
I got my
Do you
Candy
think that
Crush.
championship paint scheme is giving you luck?
Oh, so
Yeah,
give
I
me
think
yours
it is, man. I'm
points.
telling you, I've drove it twice, and it's freaking. I finished in the top 5 with it.
Dude,
But
that's how I
like,
feel about this like electric bolt alley car. Man, I just love it. It's beautiful.
And Gmar give the 2 car the commentator curse.
Yeah, I had said it earlier. I had picked you, and I was like, damn, he's doing real good, and then got caught up in the wreck, and I was like, fuck.
He's like, he's
Look,
gonna
man,
kill
I
me.
think I had the best car at the end there, but the 18 and 48 had better tires than I did because I stayed out on the last caution.
It was definitely a good race run, though. I would say that, definitely you coming back up through the field, definitely, kind of shook a lot of things up with the rest of these guys that, were up here earlier. But it was definitely good. I'd say, Zach, you were up there, except for maybe about midway through the race where you had that incident. But, like,